Recently, I'm scrolling around and find these absolutely insane futuristic gadgets and devices. I was literally speechless. Are we technologically already that far? I asked myself directly. Crazy inventions, intense practical gadgets, and things that really scared me. Stick around, I'll show you the world of tomorrow. Let's go. So here's the thing about this ring. You completely forget you're wearing it, which is exactly what makes it brilliant. It's the Oura Ring, 4th generation. Looks like any other silver ring, but it's quietly tracking everything your body's doing. Sleep, stress, heart rate, recovery, all the stuff you usually have no clue about. I've been wearing mine for weeks now, and honestly, it's kind of eye-opening. Like, I thought I was sleeping fine, but turns out my deep sleep was terrible. Or that day I felt exhausted for no reason. My recovery score was in the toilet. The crazy part is you don't do anything. No buttons, no charging every night, no checking your wrist constantly. Just put it on and forget about it. The battery lasts over a week, it syncs with pretty much every health app out there, and it actually feels like jewelry, not some chunky fitness tracker. At $399, it's definitely an investment. But if you're serious about understanding what your body's actually telling you, this little ring knows things about you that you don't even know about yourself. But if you think that's nice, the next gadget makes you perceive technology differently. Look here. At first, I didn't understand what this was supposed to be. I thought it was a smartphone. But like most people, I was wrong. The pictures in this thing move. You literally just open the app, pick whatever memory you want, and boom, it's floating there in 3D. Your phone connects over Wi-Fi, the AI figures out all the technical stuff, and you're done. You can even sync albums from friends or display playlists of your favorite moments on loop. It just sits there, on a desk, a shelf, wherever, and catches people off guard in the best way. You can also build your own anime assistant, put it somewhere, and it just looks good. A nice gimmick for a price of $300, the link is in the description. That's probably what it costs if you want to bring pictures to life. The next gadget isn't quite as creepy as it seems at first glance. Okay, now it's getting really crazy. This here is Neo Gamma, a household robot from 1X that moves like... no idea, almost like a real human. Sure, you see, this thing is a machine, but still, it's completely capable of running the household. Vacuuming, carrying groceries, opening doors, all no problem. Currently, the whole thing isn't available to buy, of course, and it will also take some time. I don't think humanity will get around these things. And when that time comes, prepare yourself for a price that will certainly start at $20,000. I mean, we're talking about a robot that is your butler and takes care of everything you have less and less time for. I personally don't want such a thing at home. We've all seen the movie I, Robot. Let's see where all this develops. Enough of creepy robots, let's look at the next device. I bet you have a lot of questions. So this is really next level. With VR glasses you see virtual reality, but with this cabin it becomes reality and you feel it too. It's called Sensory Reality Pod. And basically it looks like someone took a cinema and shrunk it down to one person. But here it gets weird. You're not just watching a film, you're literally in the middle of it. I'm talking about wind blowing through your hair, warm air on the skin, vibrations coming up from the floor. At one point I watched this beach scene and I swear, I could smell salt water. My brain was like, wait, am I really at the ocean right now? Absolutely crazy. This thing practically simulates the environment, the feeling, the smell of the program that you choose beforehand. I hope you understand what this means. Absolutely insane. There's probably no exact price since it's very customized. There are different license models, different types of content, whether there's also something for adults. No idea, I'm stumped there. In any case, this here is extremely interesting and I would definitely try it. But let's stay in the here and now for now and check out the next device. This is Amazon's Echo Dot, basically a smart speaker that listens to you and does whatever you ask it to do. The sound quality is insane. We're talking dual front-firing speakers with enhanced bass response, that somehow fits in a 4-inch sphere. But what's really cool is, it's designed for the whole family. My kids use it for homework help, my wife sets cooking timers, and I've got it controlling our smart lights. At $79 with the battery base, it's basically replaced 3 different devices we used to have cluttering up the counter. Cool device, definitely, significantly raises the entertainment level. Let's now move on to a completely different area, something that's not quite so loud. This is perfect for anyone who doesn't feel like going to the gym but still wants to stay in shape. The Gym Monster by Speediance. At first, it looks like a futuristic torture device, but man, this thing is really smart. It has 2 motors that control the weight down to the gram. No lugging weight plates around, no endless setup. You set the height, angle, and resistance, and the machine adapts, not just to your body, but also to how tired you are. The crazy thing is, it notices when you're getting weaker and helps you through the last rep. Or it makes it extra hard if you still have power. Sometimes it even isolates only the negative part of the movement, for all the masochists among us. There are over 200 programs on it filmed with real trainers. Strength, rehab, cardio, even sport-specific stuff. It tracks everything, what you lift, how you move, and builds your plan around it. This thing starts at $3,000, depending on which model you want. There are different models and types, so it's best to check the link below. But if you want to train seriously without constantly wondering if you're doing it right, this really feels like the future. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. This is Petal, basically a smart camera disguised as a nature habitat. It's called a Wonder Block, and here's what blew my mind. You're not just watching nature, you're actually helping it. See, it's not just feeding birds, it's creating a real home for insects, bees, butterflies, all the little guys getting pushed out of our concrete jungle. The whole thing runs on solar power, so you just set it up and forget about it. The coolest part? It sends photos and updates straight to your phone, like, hey, you've got a new visitor, or time to refill the nectar. It's like having a nature documentary playing out right on your balcony. Perfect for tiny spaces. Balconies, schoolyards, those sad little city gardens we all try to make work. At $149, it's basically paying to give nature a second chance. And honestly, in a world full of gadgets that just take, it's pretty refreshing to have one that actually gives back. But as much as I love nature and this invention, now things are about to get futuristic. Like, spaceship level futuristic. You know, at some point, smart home doesn't sound like the future anymore. It just becomes everyday life. And that's exactly where SwitchBot comes in. You could almost think this thing boots up and starts reorganizing your entire house. And it does exactly that completely on its own. It automatically takes off and cleans up your stuff that you're apparently too incapable of handling yourself. Jokes aside, this is seriously intense. Want to relax? It'll serve you your drink or keep fresh air flowing through the place. At night, it takes over watch duty, sounds alarms if something's suspicious, and can follow you around all day with its display. The air gets cleaned along the way, and the device practically takes care of itself. Crazy what you get for $700 and up. After a restful night, you wake up gently with sunlight. It pulls back curtains, controls the lights, and even locks up your home. Which is honestly pretty creepy. Robots, Skynet, world domination, you know the drill.